Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Robbie's World of Sports on Facebook Live. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday. We got a lot to talk to you guys about this today. We're going to talk about Bears, Cubs, college football, and my favorite segment, what in the wild sports is going on? Well, we find something in the sports world that is outrageous, and we'll talk about it. So stick around for Robbie's World of Sports live on Facebook, and we're going to head over to twitch.tv/Sportstown Shy. You'll catch all the action live on Twitch. So let's get ready. We're going to be starting here in about 2 minutes. So stick around for Robbie's World of Sports right here on live. You're watching on Facebook, and then pretty soon head over to twitch.tv/Sportstown Shy to catch all the action. So we'll see everybody here in about a couple minutes. I'm still setting everything up into the system so that way when 3 o'clock comes around, we're ready to rock and roll. So sit tight, relax, kick up your feet. I hope everybody's got a beer or coffee or whatever drink you're sipping on. Have one for me too. Okay. Also, do me a huge favor for those who are watching. Hit the share button. Hit that like button. Let me know if you enjoy this content and future content. To be sure to hit the follow button. The share button to share with all your friends and family that love Chicago sports. Make sure you're sharing all the content that I develop. Also, there is a big giveaway going out there. If you sign up onto Robbie's World of Sports on his Facebook page, yes, my Facebook page, show up there and you'll be automatically entered into winning that Bears cooler. We're going to be starting the show here right about now. Here we go. We are live, everybody. All right, we're going to start with the top of the hour update, so stick with me. And here we go. Good afternoon, Chicago. I'm Robbie Lopez with your Sportstown update powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeyondEar.com. Cubs begin a big 3-game series against the NL Central leading Brewers, which holds a 4-game lead over the Cubs. Gets underway today at 7:05. Jameson Taillon is on the mound for the Cubs. White Sox plan to reach out to former Dodgers GM Dan Evans as they continue search for a top executive. A source told David Hall it's unclear if they're interested in him for the top job or being an advisor, but Jerry Reinsdorf wants to speak with him. Bears made 2 moves yesterday as the Bears general manager Ryan Poles showed he has no problem taking his losses and moving on. By releasing quarterback P.J. Walker and waiving offensive lineman Alex Leatherwood and 7 others, Poles showed that he won't keep subpar players just because they are owed guaranteed money. He'll prioritize on-field performance over dollars and cents when building the best 53-man roster. Bears open the season September 10th on Fox with the kickoff at noon. Team USA routes Greece to reach the second round of the FIBA World Cup. U.S. played a more focused, cleaner, and overall better game in beating Greece 109-81 to move 2-0 in the event. The win assures the U.S. will move on to the second round after their last pool play game Wednesday against Jordan. Former Chicago Bulls All-Star Luol Deng is the president of the South Sudan Basketball Federation, a country that made history on Monday thanks in part to a current Bull. Clark Jones, 21 points and 6 assists, led South Sudan to an 89-69 victory over the China to help the 12-year-old country win its first World Cup. This has been your Sports Sound Update powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career, go to BeyondAir.com. Good afternoon, Chicago. This is Robbie's World of Sports. I'm your host, Robbie Lopez. We have a lot to get to you. I hope you're watching on Facebook Live at Robbie's World of Sports, and you can catch all the action right here on twitch.tv/SportsTownShy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot to get to. We're going to start off the show with some Bears. That's right, the Bears are making cuts to get down the roster to 53 men. They have till tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern to get that roster trimmed. So we're going to start the show off by talking about those Chicago Bears. They had an interesting last playoff season. And I'm going to be playing here a clip for you guys. It is the Bears head coach, Matt Eberflus, talking about the second-string quarterback, Tyson Bagent, and what he thinks about his second-string quarterback. And that was head coach Matt Eberflus talking about Tyson Bagent and what he saw over the weekend. And I have to agree with him. I really enjoyed what this kid brings. Obviously, he beat out P.J. Walker, who they brought over from the Carolina Panthers to sort of be Justin Fields' backup, but didn't really have a good preseason. And like I said in my update, Ryan Poles has no problem taking his losses, admitting that what he did was a mistake. But this is what we're talking about. Giving guys opportunities no matter what. Yeah, didn't work out, so what? Wash our hands, and we turn the page, and we move forward. They move forward, not we. They move forward. The Bears move forward. So I liked what head coach Eberflus said about this guy who was undrafted, came out of a Division II school, and looks like the dude could have played in Division I. But for whatever reason, he stayed in Division II and was a phenomenal quarterback in Division II. I mean, he set records. So it wasn't like he was just a bum quarterback in Division II. This guy had a lot of upside, and that's why the Bears drafted him. Didn't draft him. They saw his video, his workout, his tape, and saw what they liked about him, and they brought him in. And now he's our backup, which is great. I enjoyed watching this kid. I watched him Saturday against the Bills, and he looks like an average number 2 quarterback. Where if he needs to come in, if Justin Fields gets hurt, he could come in, take over the offense, and really don't have to skip a beat. I think he knows his role. He knows his duties in being a backup. And when his time comes, he's going to be ready. And I think that's what we ultimately need as a backup quarterback, is someone who we can rely on, that knows the system, knows the playbook, understands the playbook. It could just, come in and not skip a beat. Not have to worry about can we win ball games with this kid? We can win ball games, or I should say the Chicago Bears can win ball games with this kid if need so. But the whole plan going into this season is Justin Fields. Where is Justin Fields going to be at the end of this season? Is he going to be a top quarterback like the Mahomes, the Burrows, the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons? Is he going to be right up there at the end of this season? I think he has a chance to. And the reason why I say that is because seeing him at training camp, we didn't get to see too much of him in preseason, but that's okay. It's preseason. Preseason is for me, the way I see it is, especially now that there's only 3 games and not 4, preseason to me is like, hey, let's see what we have out there on this team. Let's see where this team is at with all the off seasons months that they had. This team went out and got a number 1 receiver in DJ Moore. They flew everybody out to an unknown area to practice, to really get familiar with everybody. Again, they didn't really have a lot of time to get familiar when they had Clay Chase-Poll come over in the trade deadline. And now you got DJ Moore coming over from the Carolina Panthers, who we got in the draft. So to see them kind of come together in the offseason and really work on each other's chemistry, understandings, weaknesses, strengths, stuff like that, and then bring it over into training camp and really kind of, hone into developing a relationship on the offense and everything. Now we kind of got a little glimpse of that in preseason. Now, with those other 2 games, we kind of see what other Bears players were like Tyson Baggett and Nathan Peterman. Obviously, PJ Walker didn't work out too well. He didn't really have a good preseason. We shipped him out. That's okay. Offensive tackle Alex Leatherwood, who we got in the waiver wire last year. He was the 2021 first-round pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. Didn't pan out, so we picked him up. He played a couple of games for us last year, but didn't look like there was a spot on the roster for him. So that's why that was made. As I said, 7 other people have been released also. So now that's I believe they're at 81. They need to get down to 53 by tomorrow before the 4 o'clock Eastern deadline. Right now, there is no word on any other Bears news other than what I just reported. So we'll have to wait tomorrow. I mean, within the next hour, hopefully we'll see something. I'll let you guys know if anything pops of any Bears being released. Anyone else, we'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, we're going to move forward. And like I said, this Bears offense now has to come together and get ready for week 1 against the Green Bay Packers, which, a lot of critics are saying that, Green Bay could possibly be one of the 2 teams in this division to go to the playoffs. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I like what the Chicago Bears are done. I like what the GM, Ryan Poles, is doing. I liked everything that he has stated when he got hired in the beginning of the year. He's not playing around. He's putting together a winning culture for this football team going forward. With everything that's going around in this city, with the new stadium, with this year's roster and moving forward, this GM is really doing his homework. He stays in the office late. He wants to make sure that what he's doing is the proper way of doing it, is the right way of doing it. And so far, he's shown me that everything he said in his press conference in the beginning of the year, he's a serious deal. This guy is going to take us to somewhere where this team or this organization hasn't been in a long time. And that's being relevant. Being relevant like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Buffalo Bills, where they talk about those teams on a daily basis. And Ryan Poles is taking the Chicago Bears to that level. We'll be talking about the Chicago Bears moving forward for the next couple of years because of what he has done with that culture, with that organization, bringing in Kevin Warren, the new CEO and all that. These people, the upper management, I should say, is doing a phenomenal job. They redesigned the logo, which I truly love. The C was just, to me, it didn't speak to other teams when you see a logo. And I think that bear logo is mean. It represents the city. I think that's a good logo for the Chicago Bears. I really like it. So management is going in the right direction with this organization. So finally, we've got some understanding of where this ownership is going in the right direction. Can they stay in this direction? That is yet to see, because of everything that's going around with the Arlington Heights and all these other areas that the Bears are looking into and stuff like that. It's just a more storyline for us broadcasters in this area to talk about. And we're going to continue to talk about it for years to come, because it hasn't been set in stone as of yet of if they're staying in Arlington Heights. So again, that's for future talk later on in the coming months, in the coming years. So we'll get to that. Coming up next on Robbie's World of Sports right here on twitch.tv/SportsTown Shy. Chicago Cubs is the hottest team in the second half. They have a huge matchup coming up this evening. Can they catch the Brewers? Find out right here on Robbie's World of Sports. You're listening to on twitch.tv/SportsTown Shy. All right, let's see what's going on with this. Why can't you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Someone tell me what's going on with this. I don't know why you guys can't hear me. The mic's. Can you guys still hear me over there? For those watching on Facebook, you guys got sound? Can you still hear me? Let me know in the comments section. All right, I'm gonna have to restart this. Let me see what's going on. Be right back. Oh, you can hear us now. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Thanks for the comments. Yeah, the videos you won't be able to hear. So the only way you'll be able to hear the videos or any type of audio is if you go on to twitch.tv/SportsTownShy. You'll be able to hear everything, the show opener, the video clips, any audio I have going out, you'll be able to hear on the Twitch. Unfortunately, you won't be able to hear it on the StreamYard because I'm connected to my phone. So you won't be able to hear it. But I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, if you want to hear the full conversation with audio, head over to twitch.tv/SportsTownShy if you guys want to listen to the show. I only do this because someone mentioned that you have to sign up for Twitch, and I don't know if people want to sign up. So I do it here on StreamYard. So at least you guys kind of hear what I have to talk about. But if you want to hear the full show, head over to twitch.tv/SportsTownShy. We're going to get onto the Cubs right now. Welcome back to Robbie's World of Sports. You're listening to on twitch.tv/SportsTownShy. That clip, thanks to NBC Sports, was a clip of Seiya Suzuki hitting a double and bringing in an RBI, which this kid is, I'm not going to say a kid, but this guy has been on fire ever since coming back off, what he had a, David Ross kind of gave him a couple days off. But ever since he's been back, he has been hitting the ball. He is on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he continue that today? The Cubs have a huge series today starting at 7:05 on Marquee Sportsnet against the Milwaukee Brewers that come into town. We are only 4 games back of the NL Central lead. We still hold the second wild card spot just behind the Philadelphia Phillies. So, again, the Northsiders have a huge weekend. I'm not even going to say weekend. I don't know why I said weekend. A huge series this week starting tonight. And I got to say, we're heading in the right direction. I think this Cubs team can win 3 out of the, well, it's only a 3-game series. I'll say they will win 2 out of the 3 to kind of keep it close for that top NL Central lead. I don't think we'll fully catch them. I think we'll come close. We'll get it down to 2 games, maybe 2.5. Actually, I don't know why I said half, but we'll get it down to 2 games. For sure, if we could take 2 out of 3. If we sweep them, we get it down to 3 games, or I take it back, we'll be behind them 1 game. So So like I was saying, the lineup is looking dangerous. These Cubs are hitting on also. They're hitting at the right time. We're already at the end of August. We're heading into the last month of baseball, and this Cubs team continues to hit. They keep putting themselves in prime position to go to the playoffs. Everybody, including myself, did not see this team competing the way they're competing this year. So, what this Cubs team is doing is by far, this team is definitely overachieving. Like I said, no one put this team in playoff contention. I think a lot of people, including myself, had them third best in this division. But to still be to be relevant, stay relevant, because again, like I said a couple weeks ago, or actually beginning of this month, everybody had them selling, but because of the way they were winning games and they kept themselves relevant, they had the decision to buy. So they bought a couple pieces, which I think is good pieces to keep this team in playoff contention. Now, once they get to the playoffs, it's a whole different ballgame. Because I think I said it in a couple shows ago that if this team can continue to stay hot, you better watch out for this team. Because this team can be dangerous going into the season or going into the playoffs. And once a team gets into the playoffs and they stay hot, that team 90% of the time stays hot going into the playoffs and winning it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this team competes in the month of September. There's a lot of important series in the month of September. Starting today, we got Milwaukee Brewers. We got the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are just sitting behind us in the wild card. You got Cincinnati. So we got Milwaukee for 3 games. We're off on Thursday. Then we go to Cincinnati for 4 games. They're still in the hunt. Then we come home and play the Giants for 3 games, a 4-game series against the Diamondbacks. We head to Colorado for 3 games. Then we go to Arizona for 3 games. We come home to play the Pirates, the Rockies, and then the end of the season, or the end of the month, is the most crucial, I think will be the crucial point of the season, when we have to go to the Braves for 3 games, and then we end our season at Milwaukee for 3 games. So again, this month or next month is a crucial month for the Chicago Cubs. And it starts tonight. And I hope we can at least get 2 out of 3 from the Brewers. And then hopefully they got a doubleheader on Friday because they have to make up a game that was postponed on April 5th. So this whole week is an important week to start off, hopefully winning some ball games for the Chicago Cubs. I think this team has what it takes to win important ball games. I know heading into tonight, Wrigley Field is going to be a playoff atmosphere. Especially around this time when they're near it or in it, that Wrigley field, or that Wrigley crowd can be a playoff atmosphere. It can get loud, and it could definitely get other teams to lose, to get distracted, unfocused, whatever that place does to get the opposing team to get off off their feet. Wrigley's going to do it. Those fans are going to come tonight, and it's going to be loud. If you are happening to go into the Cubs game tonight, head over to Robbie's World of Sports and give me what you think what it's going to be like. Post a video. If you're there, post a video. Go to Robbie's World of Sports on Facebook page and post a video of you at the game, because I really want to hear what this crowd is going to be like tonight. I'll be watching it, but I want someone out there who's going to the game to post a video of what that crowd is going to sound like live. So if you're going to the ball game tonight, take a video, post it to Robbie's World of Sports, and then in future shows, I will play that clip of whoever is at the ball game tonight. Because tomorrow, or I should say next weekend, next Monday, we'll get into that later on at the towards the end of the show. Next week is Labor Day, so there will be no shows next week. So that's happening next week. So I won't be here next week. No Facebook or no sports shows. School's closed, so no shows. But besides that, so getting back to what I was saying, Cubs, important series against the Milwaukee Brewers. I think they have the opportunity to take 2 out of 3 and head to Cincinnati for an important 4-game series. And hopefully they'll be able to take that series. Because they've been taking series. Yeah, they lost like over the weekend. They took out 2 out of 3. They lost the game. It's not a big point or anything, but they're still in it. They're still in the playoff, the wild card. They hold that second position by a half a game. But I think their main focus is trying to catch the Brewers and get the NL Central division. I think that's their goal. That's their ultimate goal, is to get that. So it'll be interesting to see where this Cubs team comes out in the month of September, and can they be still contending for a playoff spot? Because it's still a long ways to go. Still a long ways to go. And tonight, it all starts tonight. So I hope you guys are watching and everything. Root for the Cubbies, because at least we need one of these baseball teams to make some noise in the playoffs. We already know one of those teams are not making too much noise, but they are making some noise in the wrong areas. So we'll talk about that in the what and the why while sports is going now. We'll talk about that. But coming up next on Robbie's World of Sports, we'll get into college football, and some of the teams started this over the weekend, and we'll tell you who I was impressed the most on Robbie's World of Sports. You're listening to on twitch.tv // Sportstown Shy. You're listening to Robbie's World of Sports right here. Switch to Sportstown Shy and no need to sign in. Okay, switch to Sportstown Shy and no need to sign in. So apparently some of the users on here said that they when they click on the link that I posted, it takes them to a sign-in that they have to sign up an account. I don't know who this Facebook user is because I don't have your name, but if you can, let me know what they should do. But yeah, apparently some of the users said that they had to sign up on the Twitch to set up an account to watch our shows on twitch.tv. I'll find out some more information on that, if it's true or not. If you guys do have to sign up on Twitch, someone chimed in and said that you don't need to sign in. All you have to do is just click on the link. So if you guys are still having that problem of having to sign up on Twitch, let me know so that way I can let my instructors know here. Someone's saying here that you don't have to sign in or you don't need to sign up, but if you do, let me know and I will hopefully have an answer for you next time. See, I don't have anybody on watching Twitch right now, so I actually got one viewer. Okay, I got one viewer watching on Twitch, so we'll see what happens. But thank you for sticking around here on StreamYard. I appreciate everybody on Facebook. I missed the commercial. So thank you all for tuning in. Also, again, like I said, I have a huge giveaway coming up. A huge giveaway on my Facebook page, Robbie's World of Sports. I'll post a picture. It's a Bears cooler. Thank you to my buddy Abel Riviera. He does kind of like a break type thing where he does raffling on concert tickets, coolers, cornholes, all sorts of things. Head over to his page, Cool as Ice. That's right, Cool as Ice, on his Facebook page. He does a phenomenal job of raffling off all sorts of things. Everything from, I think he's doing a kayak raffling. He does giveaways on money, lottery tickets. Like I said, Cubs, Bears, Bulls, all sports coolers. Go to his Facebook page. He's the one that's providing me with the cooler, the Bears cooler that I have that I'll be raffling off September 10th during the Bears halftime show. I'm going to be doing a lot of other giveaways courtesy of him. He does an amazing job with all these things. So thank you, Abel, for doing this for me. I appreciate it. Again, anybody watching, head over to his Facebook page, Cool as Ice, for an opportunity to win anything. Like I said, lottery, anything this guy has up on his Facebook page. I highly recommend that you take a look out there. And hopefully you have an opportunity to win some of his stuff. So that's coming to you guys. Stick around. We're coming up next with college football. So right now I'm playing the newest college football hype video. It is on ESPN. It is called Something Real by Post Malone. If you get an opportunity to check it out, head over to ESPN to take a look at it. It gives you chill. It gives me goosebumps just watching it. So head over to ESPN for the new college hype video, Something Real by Post Malone. Welcome back to Robbie's World of Sports right here on twitch.tv/Sportstown Shy. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the new ESPN college football anthem, Something Real by Post Malone. And the first time I heard that, it gave me chills. I highly recommend you going over to ESPN to watch the video because it is a powerful video. Gave me chills. Oh, I can't wait for this season for college football. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to get started. Over the weekend, we saw number 13 ranked Notre Dame take on Navy in Ireland, and they took care of business, beating Navy 42-3. Sam Hartman, the transfer, put up 251 yards in a blowout. And I'm a huge Notre Dame Fighting Irish fan. And I had a couple question marks going into the season with this team. But, man, this team definitely showed what they're all about this year. Do not sleep on the Notre Dame Irish. I think they have an opportunity to go to the college football this year. This Sam Hartman kid is something special. And he is just going to continue to get better. Don't be surprised to see his name in the Heisman race, along with USC's quarterback, Caleb Williams, North Carolina's quarterback, Drake May. I saw a lot with this Notre Dame's quarterback, this transfer quarterback, in Sam Hartman. And if he gave us a little glimpse of what he was able to do against Navy, this kid is going to be something special. They host Tennessee State this weekend, so not much of a challenge for him. Again, we're going to see another blowout win. Again, I stated this last week on my show. I don't like these ranked teams playing unranked teams. I don't like these ranked teams playing subpar teams, university teams. And then it's something I said last week. The NCAA has a lot on their plate going into next year. This is the final year of the 4-team playoff system. Next year, they go to a 12 playoff team. The question I have for NCAA is, how do you do a better job at creating matchups going forward? Because I said, I don't want to see Georgia going up against a Division II school who we already know it's going to be a blowout. I think going into next year, they need to match up ranked teams with ranked teams. I think Power 5 schools need to match up with other Power 5 schools to make the competition better. I think next year, we have to start seeing ranked teams versus ranked teams to start off the gate. Going forward, no more of these underrated teams that Going into the season, it's like they already know they know what type of competition they're getting themselves into. Now, if it's all about money given to these lower schools just to come and play a football game, that's not interesting to me. I'm really shocked to see San Jose State put up 28 points against USC, despite USC putting up 56 points. But to see San Jose State put up 28 points against a ranked number 6 team, we saw what Notre Dame did against Navy. They whomped them 42-3. And those two were the only 2 teams that were ranked that played over the weekend. Like I said, this weekend is the true weekend for college football. And it starts on Thursday when you got Florida at number 14, Utah. Now that's going to be a good matchup. I can watch that. Even though Florida is not ranked, but I know Florida is a better football squad than San Jose State or Navy. Then you got on Friday, you got Miami at Miami, Ohio. You got Kansas at Missouri State. Saturday is just a full lineup. But again, do I really want to sit there and watch East Carolina take on Michigan, number 2 Michigan? Do I want to see Arkansas State play Oklahoma? Like, some of these matchups don't make sense in the way that they are set up in scheduling. NCAA has to find a way to make college football competitive throughout the whole season. I want to see ranked teams versus ranked teams. Power 5 versus Power 5. I don't want to see Power 5 playing a Division II school because it's an easy non-conference game for them for their whole entire season. I don't want to see that. If you want to play the best, you play the best. So that is my take on the college football. I hope that the NCAA gets it right next year and providing a better scheduling, better competition among these schools. Because if they can't find a solution, I have a solution for you. I already mentioned the solution. Next year, we're going to see a lot of these teams, a lot of these conferences adding teams starting next year. You got the SEC adding Oklahoma and Texas. You got the Big Ten adding 4 more teams to their conference. You got the Big 12 adding more teams to their conference. That should give you no reason to set up a Power 5 versus Power 5 schools. And going forward, if this is the case, if these are the cases, if these schools are trying to move into better conferences, such as the SEC and the Big 10 and the Big 12, we don't know what the ACC is going to be doing. But if they move into one of these conferences, where we're at no longer a Power 5, we're a Power 3 conference now. But it makes sense that a Big 10 should be playing SEC schools and Big 12 schools. When you have all these teams in these conferences, there's no excuse whatsoever why you can't have a scheduling. Most of these football scheduling should be against Power 5 schools. I don't want to see these lower schools anymore. It's just too uninteresting for me. So we're going to wrap that up. And coming up next, we have the best segment in the world. What in the why World of Sports is going on? Coming right here on Robbie's World of Sports. You're listening to on twitch.tv/Sportstown Shy and Facebook Live at Robbie's World of Sports. You're listening to Welcome to Robbie's World of Sports right here on twitch.tv/Sportstown Shy. You're also catching it live on Facebook at Robbie's World of Sports. And our next segment is the most interesting segment in the hour. It is what in the Wild Sports is going on here, where we find something outrageous in the sports world and we'll talk about it. So first up, I have to say, this team broke news about possibly selling the team, moving the team, and then once that happened, this happened. There was a shooting that happened on Friday night at the Guaranteed Rate Field. When I tell White Sox fans to go out and protest, I did not mean to literally go out and shoot up the place in protesting about how you're unsatisfied with the decisions that the ownership is making. But that's what happened on Friday night. A shooting occurred inside the stadium at White Sox Guaranteed Rate Field. Though the investigation is still going on, the Chicago Police Department did come out and say that the shooting did happen inside, wounding two women. One was grazed. The other one had a bullet in her leg. So, again, maybe this is probably one of the reasons why ownership has no interest in the South Side, because of the crime rate that is happening around it. And that, therefore, when you have a stadium in an area full around crime and an owner that doesn't take any interest in that team and only in their other team that they own, in the Chicago Bulls, this is what happens. We were talking about this with the Chicago Cubs about 10 years ago. How they didn't have an owner that wasn't willing to put up money or spend money on the team or spend money on the organization. And lo and behold, they found an owner in the Ricketts family that turned that organization and that area around. And they built up on it. They put that nice hotel. You see all these other amenities around the Wrigley Field. That's what the Chicago White Sox need to do. That's what the Chicago White Sox needs to find in an owner that's going to redevelop that area or decide to move in a better area. There's already word that there's a possibility of them moving with the Chicago Bears up in Arlington. There's also the possibility of them moving to Nashville. But like I said in my statement last week, and I'll say it again, that is not the right way of voicing your opinions or voicing your voice by going around that area and shooting up the place. So therefore, with that being said, I have to give you a big O. Because that's just unacceptable. As soon as that broke about the team being sold or moving to a different area, all this happened. And it's unexcusable. I know fans are already throwing in the towel, saying that, wherever they move to, they won't be rooting for them. Now, I don't know if those are true White Sox fans or just fans speaking out of frustration. But White Sox fans need to do a better job if they want to keep this team in Chicago. There's also a word that they could possibly move to Soldier Field once that team is out. If you think that's a good idea, head over to Robbie's World of Sports and voice your opinion. Do you think the White Sox moving to Soldier Field is a good spot for them? Or do you see them moving with them to Arlington Heights? Let me know in the comment section of Robbie's World of Sports, and let me voice your opinion on that. Head over to Robbie's World of Sports. And my last one is going to be for this great person I watched growing up, and I know a lot of people here watching or listening or watching on Facebook watch this guy day in and day out over the summer. But Bob Barker died over the weekend. And I have to say that this guy was fun to watch growing up until the time he had his retirement of leaving Price is Right. But he had passed away over the weekend. And I want to give him a big what in the Wild Wild Sports because he was about sports. He was in Happy Gilmore in that golf movie. He was an inspiration for me to get into TV because the things that he did. I watched him. I watched Harry Carey, Ron Santos. I watched all these guys that laid the work down for me to follow in their footsteps to make my dreams come true. So, in the wake of Bob Barker passing away over the weekend, Bob Barker, I give you a rest in peace. Thank you for all the good memories that you gave to the American people and the things that you did over your career in television. Thank you for everything. May God rest your soul. Rest in peace. You will be missed dearly by everybody. And I give you ladies and gentlemen, that is my show here on twitch.tv/Sportstown Shy. And you're also watching on Facebook Live, Robbie's World of Sports. Thank you all for tuning in to me. Remember, there will be no show next week. It is Labor Day weekend. Have a wonderful weekend with all your family and friends. I will be back in the studios the week after that with hopefully, a Bears win. Thank you all for tuning in to Robbie's World of Sports. I salute to you guys. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Enjoy your week, your Labor Day weekend with all your loved ones. Be positive, stay positive. Encourage everybody to be positive because we all know in this world today that we need positivity and not negativity. I'll leave it at that. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. And hopefully we'll be talking about a Bears win over the Green Bay Packers. Enjoy the rest of your week. Go watch some college football over the weekend. Enjoy the barbecues and everything else. Everybody watching on Twitch TV, have a wonderful day. Thank you all for tuning in. A reminder, please hit the like and share button. Share this content with all your family and friends that love Chicago sports. We'll be doing it all football season. And stay tuned because Robbie's World of Sports podcast is going to be coming up. So take a look on that. And then hopefully we'll get this all sorted out. I enjoy talking sports with you guys. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and thank you for tuning in. And everybody that's tuning in, thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful Monday. Again, I will not be doing a show next Monday because it's Labor Day weekend, but I will be back on the 11th with hopefully some good news of a Bears win against the Packers. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you later.